gets better. That's all I can say. It just gets better. It's we missed the flight. Uh, of course, it's easy if I just say that it's me and that it was my fault, because I'm that nigga that can take it. Few souls can handle that. So that's the flight. So in 2 hours we're gonna attempt it again. Um, this is not what I wanted to hear. This is not what I want to hear. Nope, 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 nope. Uh, no, no. Let's stop it. It won't stop. Yeah. You marshal through it. You marshal through it. You have to listen. You got to be a very mentally tough nigga to handle the kind of things that I handle daily and moment by moment, including physical pain and all that stuff. But I don't let, hmm I don't let things like that get me down. It's designed to do that. So you say fuck you, suck my fucking dick, and you don't let it happen. And whoever likes it, great. If they don't, then they need to move out of the way. That's how I feel. I'm not going to apologize for the Aryan way. Otherwise, I will not be this successful. It takes a certain type of demeanor and person to be successful. And it's not going to be a Mr. Nice Guy. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's why, well, that's why I love my cha-cha-cha. It puts me in a better mood. No. And even though I've never known good pastures, because difficulty and pain and sorrow has followed me my entire life from birth. And when that becomes your hallmark, you make it your badge of strength. And it serves as an example for you, for what you are going through or what you go through. And the universe doesn't like a wimp nigga. Boo hoo hoo. They admire strength. And strength sometimes has to be cultivated. You know, if you don't have it, then it has to be cultivated. And strength is cultivated through obstacles, oppositions, adversity. Now, let me tell you, when you have that level of mental and psychological and spiritual strength, if you don't know that, that's a shame. And I'm sorry for you. But if you develop it and you have it, let me tell you, it is something that not even money can gratify or satisfy. You know? And I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy about that. Oh, nice. That just stabilizes you, music, and a particular type of music. Because I live a very intense life. I do. And people love me and then they hate me. Uh, at 50 fucking 4 years old, I don't know who else to be but me. And know that the way I do things is the best way. And if there are casualties along the way, well, then I'm sorry. Uh, and I'm apologizing, but the Aryan way doesn't apologize. Uh, but I like to feel that I have more humanity than that. And if I don't, then I'm definitely here to evolve it, to develop it, right? Well, that was my little rant. That was my little rant. Oh Lord, and my headset got destroyed. I couldn't find it. It's always the devil gets you through the little things. And I say, fuck you. I'm gonna still do it my way, even though I may have to pay the consequences. Damn, my life has been always that way. So what the fuck, right? Okay, let's continue to pay the consequences. But bang, bang, it's about 4:30 in the morning. I was supposed to leave at 6. Um, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, the Book of Revelation. Yeah, I guess I'm all dressed. I'm all ready to travel. I'm all ready to travel. I got a nice jacket on. Hold on. Yeah. Okie dokie. Put on my jacket. I lost so much weight that my my jackets and vest looks like a joke on me. I'm gonna have to go and have them taken in. But these are like $200-300 jackets. Um, and I have to go like this in order for it to look nice. But that's how much weight I've lost, and the stress that I've been through. Uh, it's a cute little number, right? I wanted to show you how it really looks like. You know, I have that, right? And that's a little outfit to travel back to New York because it's cold out there. You know, so I got that. My glasses always breaks on one side of the eye. It doesn't matter if they're $50 glasses, $500 glasses, or $5 glasses. They always break. They fall and they always break. That's all part of the karma. So I put this on. I don't know. What do you think? I think I lost a lot of weight. Um, I don't know if I should have it taken in, but it looks, yeah, it looks too big. It looks too big. I lost too much weight. Oh, you know. Fuck it. Bang, bang. You have to make your own fun and develop your own coping mechanisms to bounce back. Because people love you and then they don't. People are with you and then they abandon you. You have to be prepared for all those types of changes because that's what I'm caused to experience. Um, but all these things can throw you out of focus if you let it. Only if you let it. And I've been here before so many times that it's almost like, you know, I don't like the way it looks on me. I really don't. It's like $500, down the drain. You know. Okay. Let's. It's 4 in the morning, but I have been trying since to get the show on the road. But I tell you, the devil gets me through the details and blockages. Blockages. That's the best. The devil loves to fuck with me by blocking, causing powerful blockages. Powerful blockages. And I say, fuck you. I'm already a winner. Or I won't be in Aries. You have to be. This is the kind of stuff that makes you drink. I'm having some wine at fucking 4:30 in the morning. You have to because the coping, you get hit left, you get hit right, you get hit every area. Fuck you. Bring it. And you have to have a very strong psychological fortitude constantly. You can't rest from it. You can't put it down like you put down a hat. Because, it's ready for you to take a step back, to then come at you double. Pow. Oh, guys, what can I tell? The Aryan way is It's not an easy life, even though I make it look easy. And I live a fabulous life. I really do. But God damn it, it comes with a price. It comes with a price. That fucking Saturn. He's your demon, but he's also your redeemer. The polarity. Cualquiera. No, yes, I'm going to pay a lot of money for this. YouTube has already told me they're going to cancel my show, my channel if I continue to this infringement. But that's well, fuck you. They're getting paid so much money off my channel. It's stupid. And I only got 50,000 subscribers. Go ahead, take your fucking money. I would care less about that. Right now, I'm in the negative in my account. Negative. My health, the bill, paying my staff, none of that. I'm lucky if I can buy myself a fucking toast with coffee. But I'm still traveling. Even with no money. I don't give a shit about things like that. Because you see, I celebrated my birthday in Florida. And yes, that was an ordeal to do that. You know what I went through. Thank God that I had Miss Farmer on my side. And and that relationship is taxing to her because of who I am and my intensity. It's something that I have to continuously work on. Making sure that my intensity and fire doesn't burn those around me. But few people understand what is going on inside my heart and inside my mind. And even fewer have the courage to find out. And that's how it is. Candela. But let me tell you, these things that I'm going through is not going to crush my spirit. Fuck you. It's not going to. I won't let it. I won't let it. I'm going to continue to be me and happy and jolly and all that stuff because if I'm that good, then I cannot be fronting, right? If you're gonna experience the good things in life, you gotta be strong enough to handle the bad things in life because they both live on the same platform. They both come together. You cannot expect to enjoy bliss without experiencing the agony. Is this making sense? And some people are called to the order and some are not. Some can handle it, others cannot. And then there is time and evolution, which happens to all of us. We all grow, we all evolve. But I tell you, I'm supposed to go see my brother, and I've had a very unhappy relationship. I can just vent for a minute with my brothers and my sister. So, me and Miss Farmer were flying to New York today to meet him. Something happens now in New York. Now, there's difficulty there. It's like the demon is attacking that area now. Well, fuck you. I'm ahead of you. You have to think 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of the demon. Because, when you're doing great things, the polarity of you doing great things that are helping a lot of people is that the demon, the devil, is going to come at you twice, 3 times as hard to undo the good that you're doing. So you have to come into this business with full armor of God, knowing that when you go out doing good things, the devil is watching you. Oh, wait a minute, look at this motherfucker. He's doing this, he's doing that, he's helping here, he's helping there, he's got a school, he's helping people live out. God, no, we gotta stop this motherfucker. Throw this at him. Throw that at him. Throw this at him. Well, I'm that nigga. I'm that one. Because I've already been prepared for the fight since birth. And, I'm having an episode because, Saturn doesn't sleep in his house. They say, this is saying, the devil doesn't sleep in his house. The devil is outside your house waiting for you before sunrise. So you gotta be up looking at him, looking at you, waiting for the sun to rise to hit. You gotta be on top of the devil. Oh yes, I have to be the bigger and better person as the older person and the more evolved person. Because, I will work until the life force is out of me. You best believe that. That's right. Only the strong survive. And I'm already a survivor. I'm not claiming to survive. I'm already a survivor. Because, it's in your mind. It's all about how you process. It's all about how you process in your mind. Your mind really is your universe. I could have been pissed off and angry this morning. And I was too. And I flipped it. I changed it. Because you have to do that. You have to do that. Thank you. That's what it is. It's hard work and no play. If I get a little play or a little rest, that's a gift. That's a gift. I'm usually not awarded those types of gifts. I'm like, no, nigga, go ahead, do the grind. Do the grind. Do the grind. You gotta do the grind. And maybe, you might get a grain of a reward. But it's better if you don't expect one. Don't expect a reward or even support from those that love you and from those that support you. Because they can take that away. And then what happens? You have to be your own fortitude at every moment and instant and be prepared for what's coming or what might come. This is hard work. I get up at 3 in the morning and doing this and doing all of this stuff. It's a lonely life. It could be depressing if I let it. But I came in here and I signed up for this. I'm a Virgo with an Aries moon. Okay? So, and some of you can understand what I'm going through. Some of you can understand what I'm going through, especially those of you who are much older, that are in my age bracket. No, this has not been an easy incarnation. It's been wrought with obstacles, opposition, and sorrow. But I overcome every single experience. Because I know me. And I pray. Yes, my prayers, my God. I love my God. And He doesn't forsake me. And He doesn't abandon me in times of trouble. No. But it is what it is. Oh, when I was put in Bellevue, because they thought I was crazy, they thought I was schizophrenic. Even the inmates that were in the mental hospital saw me and said, "Oh, you don't belong here. And we see your friends. They will see my archives." And I saw theirs. Oh, the music is, And the headsets got fucked up. Expensive headsets. So I'm like, well, fuck you then. I'm going to put the music out. If I have to deal with YouTube, then fuck that. I'll do it with YouTube. Fuck it. You have to choose an attitude. You have to employ an attitude that I don't give a shit attitude. You can't give a shit when things bad happen to you, and you cannot get too caught up when the good things happen to you either. You got to stay neutral. You got to stay neutral, and that's a discipline to develop. I love you more. Love you more. Oh, I will always be myself. But I understand that being yourself, and this goes for you guys, being yourself is going to demand a price. Very few people are sincere about being who they are. Because it takes courage and strength. And not everybody is cut from the same cloth. I'm just putting that out there. It takes a certain amount of self-knowledge, self-love, and strength to be who you are and stand firm in your truth. But know that it's going to come with a price. The world will reject you. The world will misunderstand you. And the world will betray you. You got to come to this knowing that and be prepared to jump. Jump. A little higher. Jump. A little higher. You got to be ready. You got to wake up. I'm ready. Even dying with the tube and everything. Oh, well, he ain't going yet. What? Not yet. If you're going to dance, you got to pay the piper. And the piper is the devil. So as I'm drinking this delicious Manischewitz wines at 5 in the morning, because the stress hit at 3 in the morning. Yeah. I'm like doing a sermon. But it is Sunday, so it's appropriate. It's appropriate. It's appropriate. Love you more. Yes. I've been to Kenya. I've been to Nairobi. Oh, I kissed the ground when I landed in Kenya. I think that was a year or two ago. Oh, yes. Well, good morning and thank you guys for being up with me this early in the morning. Ranting, bitching, raving, right? So I thank you for staying out, Greetings from the UK. I love you. Ajá. ¿Qué será? Yo no sé. ¿Qué será? Okay. We are talking about Revelation. Well, first, let me say good morning to you guys. I couldn't fucking do the video on my laptop, and then I couldn't do it on the laptop of Miss Farmer. Okay. I tried to do it on my tablet, wouldn't work. Fuck you. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna find a way, so I'm doing it through the phone. I'm putting the music in, and fuck you, the consequences. The money will pay for it. That's what money's for. Ooh. Now, let's look at who's here. I gotta say hello to you guys. You know that's part of the show, right? We have King Blas, King Kong. I said King Kong. Okay. What is this? Straighten Lante? Background music is live. Yes, the music is live. Yes, yes, I know. YouTube, they just about had it with me. But I just about had it with them too. Um, uh-huh. We have Joanna Russell. Hi, Joanna. Uh, what is it? Irana? I'm sorry, guys. I'm squinting. Breathe. The Chick Creek. Onyx Crown. Good morning. Well, I'm very thankful for you guys being here and sharing this live stream. Let me put this over here. You know what? I think I packed the Bible. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Yeah. Are you guys there? Okay. Again. The active word this morning is fuck you. That's what you gotta do. Um, uh, yeah, this was, when the devil strikes you in every angle. I think I packed the Bible. I'm pretty sure I did. So let me take it out for my nice, Tommy Hill figure. Because Venus and Leo, I gotta travel in style. Come on now, you all know that. Although I think it was overpriced. $500 for a Tommy Hill figure? Please. The stitching is nice. Okay, I got it. Mambo, mira, bailona este mambo, mira guitar santa. Oh, I need the tablet so that I can give it anchorage to the phone. La la da 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 da, ooh la la, bam ba da. Listen, there's no time for boo-hoo-hoo. Okay, now. Bailame este mambo, mi negrita santa. Oh, I love it. I gotta stay focused because the music will take me right out of my bad mood, or seriously. Oh, that's the baby, the little boy in me. That's the Aries. I don't let that part of me get wounded and hurt. I protect that inner child because I've been through a lot. And you gotta find psychological coping mechanisms to bounce back from adversity and problems and thaw out. Ooh la la. It's a choice to be angry. It's a choice to be depressed. And it's also a choice to be happy. The mind decides everything. Your heart determines where it wants to be. That's how you make that work. Okay, let's go. We were doing chapter 8. We were getting ready to read the 7 trumpets and the 7 spirits before the throne. And I mentioned in the last video that it is the 7 planets. The 7 planets are symbolic representation of spirit. What the Bible talks about, the 7 spirits before the throne, the 7 candlesticks, the 7 trumpets. They're talking about the planets. And when in the book of Revelation, when it said that the trumpets are about to sound off, or the 7 seals are about to be broken, these are the planets giving their interpretation of how they're going to strike the earth. I mentioned to you that the 4 angels, Ariel, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, are the ones that protect our planet. They protect the rotational orbit of our planet and the elliptical orbit around the sun. They protect the fabric of space-time and make sure that no asteroids, meteors hit our Earth or our moon and disrupt this life wave of life that we have here. That these are the 4 cornerstones. They have a boss, and the boss is represented by the beasts, the 4 beasts, which are the 6 signs, and that's a high complication. But in a nutshell, they are the ones that are given the permission for these 4 angels to cause harm on our planet, our oceans, and our trees. So, in the book of Revelation, the gods are giving permission to the lesser gods to open the kraken, release the kraken, and let out the beasts that are going to shake, rattle, and roll our earth through the fabric of space-time and causing the earth to be out of its alignment. And that is what they are describing here as the end of times. In a way, they're kind of right, because it will be the end of times for that particular period. But the earth will reinvent itself, will rebirth itself, and there'll be another heaven and earth, like I said, and there'll be a new heaven and a new earth. This is not original. This is a cycle that occurs in the millions and billions of years. The church has you believing that this is a one-time occurrence, and that you better do what you gotta do. Gather your coins, gather your acorns, because the end of time is coming, and then that's it. Not true. It might be the end of times for that particular time period, but there will be another time in which life will repeat itself. And that is what we are being taught is the origin of civilization. Sumer, they're saying that Sumer is the origin of civilization, or Jericho, anthropologists are telling you that. Not true. It might be as far as the classical period of this new epoch, but there have been plenty of civilization millions of years before this. Because things repeat themselves. Life is cyclical. And nobody knows this better than astrologers. Because again, the word astrologer is right, the study of time. We study time and time periods and how the earth reincarnates. Just like human beings reincarnate, the earth also reincarnates. Just like we have rebirths, the earth also has rebirths. As above, so below. So everything is, the mind is the universe. Yes, you're right. Yeah. So this isn't new. This isn't unique. The church and the politics of the ruling race today makes it that way for their own political agenda. But no, I'm telling you, this is a process of nature that has been going on for billions of years. Okay? Now, let's discuss the fabric of space-time. The fabric in which our planet and all the other planets sit. They sit on a fabric of space-time. And it's like a sheet, like a blanket. It moves, it waves, and that's the gravity. That's the mystery of gravity. Is this dense weight that sits on the cloak of space, the fabric of space-time. This is what is being referenced in the Bible as the four angels holding the cornerstones of the earth. They are holding the fabric of space-time to keep the earth still and stable, which is represented by the four beasts: Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. Which, because of these fixity gods, we have stability in our solar system. The book of Revelation is letting you know that these gods are deciding to pull the plug and cause the earth to go through a series of transformations. It's time. It's another time for the earth to ruffle its feathers. That's all. This one really is delicious. Okay. Let's let me get my magnifying glass. Where's my band? Hold on, guys. Stay put. I tried to fix this thing, but it didn't work quite the way I wanted to. No. This is the moon in Aries. You know, the devil attacks you through the details, and they're very good at it. Okay. Right. It's not the way I wanted it to be. It's a lot. Actually, it's worse. But again, it's another fuck you, and I'm used to the fuck yous. Okay. Let's read it. What? What? You cannot. You can. The essence of true power is that you don't let anything affect you. That's the essence of true power. Let nothing affect you. Yeah, I fucked up this glass. Oh no, I lied. Damn. All this grandstanding still did not get it together. But that's how Saturn afflicts you. In Aries. Okay, it's a little better. Okay. Let's begin with chapter 8. Let's see. Let's see if we can. Someone is asking if they can do a question and answer. I love to do that. I love to do that. Absolutely. We have to make that happen, and I have to find a way to manage that, make that happen. But I love question and answers. Oh. Oh, you hear it? Okay. Let's read chapter 8, verse 1. Now we're going into the seven trumpets. And each angel is going to blow the trumpet. And each trumpet represents a disaster, a natural disaster that occurs to the earth that's going to hurt our planet, our seas, and our trees. Okay. And when he had opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I saw the seven angels which stood before God, and to them were given seven trumpets. Cha cha cha. Oh, wait a minute. The second wave. Wait for it. I tell you. This is the Venus in Leo. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. You know, and you're bound by. This is self-love. Love yourself. And when you do that, everything calibrates itself. And then the devil is like, fuck, I couldn't get him, damn. We'll try again later, because the devil always will try again. Until we die. You can't even be mad at him, because that's his job. Okay, let me focus. Okay, that music, it's really like, really takes you out of the enemy. Okay. Now the seven angels were given trumpets. Understand that these are the seven planets. These are and of course the energy that is being represented by the seven planets, and the gods or archons and beings of a higher nature, that we don't even understand, uh, ordaining these events to occur and to stop popping. Now, does that mean that that's going to happen now? Now, in our age, in our lifetime? No, that's not going to happen now. No. We might have calamities and the disasters of a stellar nature occur, but it's not going to be the big one. Not the big one. These are big epoch changes in the millions of years at a stretch, or billions of years at a stretch. It's not, even scientists are not clear on the measurement because time is a fabrication, time is not real. Outside of the earth, time is not real. Only here. So time is relative. So we don't even know the succession in measurements of millions, hundreds of millions of years when these things occur, these cycles of creation and destruction occurs. It's only a conjecture. But what is measurable is what happens in the intercourse of when these ending phases occur. Because it's the same story every phase, every epoch, regardless of how many millions or hundreds of millions or billions of years at a stretch it occurs. It's always the same theme of creation and destruction. Does that make sense? If you understand, that is the basic premise or principle that the Bible is stating, especially when we're looking at the book of Revelation. And the approach of looking and studying these books in the Bible objectively and linearly will require that you have a certain background of how the universe, nature, life works. Because it is a time clock and everything is governed by cycles. And that includes the death of our solar system. There was a time when the solar system came to be, and there will be a time when it ends. And then start again, like it says in the Bible. And there will be a new heaven and a new earth. Is this making sense, guys? Is it making sense? Good rising. Good rising. Ay. Oh, hold on. Ay, tremendo bicoto. I've been blessed to be born with so many planets in Leo. Because Leo really is the sign of self-love. And I have this joy of being that I cannot put into words. And that allows me to offset all these bullshits and things that happen to me. The fire of the energy son of Leo burns it away. And music does that for me. It burns it away. Explaining further, that's all I can say. It's very difficult symbology. But the nutshell is that you got the fixed signs, the mutable signs, and the cardinal signs. The fixed signs are responsible for the stability of our solar system. Cariño, tu tremendo bico. The fixed signs are here to cause the destruction, the changes. And the cardinal signs jumpstart creation. There you go. Oh, that was a juicy one. That was juicy. I was like, oh, feeling. Well, no, I feel all of it. Oh, I ended. The track ended. I always get sad when it ends. Okay. Now let's go into the different. Excuse me. Now let's go with the different trumpets, the different sounds, and interpret that for you. I can't discuss the moon in Cancer and house of that at the moment, since I'm focusing on this now. But I'll see if I can answer it after the stream. Okay. And another angel came and stood at the altar. This is after they were all given trumpets, right? That's verse 2. They were given, each of the 7 spirits of God or the angel were given a trumpet. And they all get a sound. And then it goes to the details of trumpet number 1, trumpet number 2, and the calamities that occur on the earth. And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar, which was before the throne. And the smoke of the incense, which come with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before God, out of the angel's hands. This is why it's important for you to pray. Look what it says here, that the prayers along with incense reaches God and they receive it. It's important to pray. Prayer is a very powerful, magical ability that has been given to us as a birthright. But very few people pray. I got to admit, I have been good. I don't pray a lot. I don't pray a lot. But you know why I don't pray? Because I take it upon myself to fix things. I recognize the God in me. So I feel that I don't have to pray to ask for anything. I'm already God in human form. All I gotta do is know that I have it. Whether it's in front of me or not. Like, for example, I'm negative $56 in my account, where I usually have thousands a day. Negative. Not even to travel to have any money. Am I worried? No. And what did I do? I said, I got up in the morning, Alhamdulillah. Thank you for the blessings, prosperities, and monies. I don't show worry, doubt, or depressed. And when I go downstairs to check my bank card, watch the money be there. You cannot worry about shit. When you worry about shit, that's when things go wrong. It says in the book of Matthew, Jesus says, give thanks to the Father for what you have. Even though you haven't received it yet, you got to give thank you like you already have it. That they're talking about the secret, where you act like you have it. And the universe gives it to you. It's all about your mind, how you use your mind, what you allow to go inside your mind. Your mind is everything. Your mind is God. It says in the Bible, so a man thinketh, so he is. So you have to, you can't give a shit about what's happening around you. You can't. You got to stay firm and focus and like, well, this is that. A lot of you are telling me, Fernando, you're traveling all over the world with this COVID going on. How do you do it? And you don't get sick. You don't catch the disease. Because I don't claim that. I've already said this is not for me. And I'm not claiming it. The God in me said, oh no, that's for others. That's not for me. Not letting that in, and I'm not going to live in fear. I'm not going to live in a mental state of poverty just because I got a negative on my account. No. These are just temporary situations that kind of recalibrate themselves in accordance to how much energy you give it. If I give energy to the fact that there's no money, guess what? It'll stay that way. No, I don't look at it that way. Oh, I got plenty of money. I'm already a millionaire. I keep saying that all the time. I mean, please. Millionaires have money problems. That's all. That is just a glitch. Money be there, and you keep it going. And lo and behold, it's always there. It never disappoints me. True power lies in how you use your mind and what you allow in your mind. Okay? Don't allow things in your mind that is not going to benefit you. And these obstacles and trials that happen, because that happens to all of us, that's just part of life. These are tests to test your spirit, to test your will, to test your faith. So what are you going to do? Are you going to pass the test or are you going to fail? Because your uncle is going to pass the test because your uncle knows the game. It's the game. You need to read this book by Sidney Sheldon called Master of the Game. It's fiction. You know, it was one of those trashy romantic love novels of the 80s. But Sidney Sheldon is a fantastic writer. I've read many of his books. And he wrote I Dream of Jeannie. Remember the sitcom from the 60s, I Dream of Jeannie? Well, Sidney Sheldon wrote it. Let's put this one. Let's put this one around. Come on. This is Tito Puente. Da 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 la 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 la. Let me lower it, cause YouTube is like I don't want to get hit with another $10,000 fine. This is Tito Puente. This is one of his golden albums. Even the lawyer, my lawyer, told me, oh, Fernando, I come after you too. Even if it's 10 seconds of playing this, I will come after you. And I try to do it on my headset, but Saturn strikes. He strikes and takes all forms of enjoyment, all of it. I say, fuck you. I'm still going to do it and pay any price for it. You can't stop Aries. We're too cardinal. Only death can stop us. All right, chat. Okay. Okay. And the smoke of incense. Okay, we read that. Uh, it says, and the angel took the censer, right, and filled it with fire of the altar, and cast it into the earth. And there were voices, and thunderings, and lightnings, and an earthquake. These are things that are not happening in space. They're happening on earth. Because the four angels, Ariel, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel, which are holding the fabric of space-time containing our solar system and our planets, they are being called to shake, rattle, and roll. And when that happens to our planet, then you have natural disasters occur. So the seven trumpets are discussing natural disasters that are happening one by one in succession. These are not natural disasters that are happening in space. It's happening on Earth. So that's why the beasts, the four signs, the fixed signs, are important. They are the ordinances that keep the stability of our universe, our solar system, and our planet. Everything in their rightful orbit and in their rightful order. When that's disrupted, then we have an apocalyptic event that can destroy life on this planet. It's serious. And okay, so let's go on now as we are proceeding with the trumpets. I know the music, I'm gonna get up and start dancing. But I gotta put the music on because this is serious stuff. And you gotta balance it. Yes, you gotta get rid of toxic friends. You gotta get rid of. No, you know what you need. You know what you need to get rid of. Honestly, negative thinking. It's not even so much your friend. It's the mentality. True freedom lies on how you use your mind, what you allow in your mind. Tomorrow, caliente. Okay, it's all about the mind. Ay, caliente. Guys, learn to discipline your mind. Be careful what you allow in your mind. Number 6, because number 5, the verse 5, chapter 8, talks about the censer was thrown to the earth. So that's a judgment. Now the gods are judging the earth. Not just the inhabitants, but the earth itself. Because like I said, the earth is a living being as well. Right? And the 7 angels, which had the 7 trumpets, prepared themselves to sound. Ooh. Now the juicy part comes. 4 angels blow their trumpets. Okay, so these are the first 4 angels. And then you have 3 angels. This is important. That means that the 4 calamities that are occurring or that will occur will be different from the 3 calamities of the last 3 trumpets that are to sound. So let's see what this means. And I've read this in other translations, King James Version and other versions. and they corrupted the translation. King James Version is the most accurate, even though it's the most tampered with, because it's 16th century English. It's the most accurate. Bam, 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 bam. They're telling me that the battery might die, so they're giving me a warning about the battery. I'm telling you, it's always fucking something, and it was fully charged. Now, I don't want to take the time to look for the battery charger doing that because it's too short. I have to find a place to fit it. So let me read it as much as I can, and if it dies, then we'll continue at some point in New York City because I will be taking a flight in a couple of hours from now. Okay. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of trees was burnt, and all green grass was burnt up. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look at this. What it really means. And I have no choice but to look for that charger. I have no choice but to look for that charger. Because it's going to require that I give an explanation. Guys, give me a second. Guys, give me 1 second. Again, the details that which you have to go through. You know. These moment to moment to moment to moment adjustments, I tell you, if you're not strong enough, it can destroy you. You have to have mental stamina, psychological fortitude to deal with these types of incongruencies. Okay. I gotta make adjustments. Because I got the charger, but the charger is not long enough. It's fierce. Fierce. It's fierce. And the devil is good at this. The devil is good at this. He's good at fucking up your time and delaying things and frustrating things. He's good at it. This is what he's here for. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, so. Fuck you. And there's an issue with the charger itself. Again, if it's that one thing, it's another. And it continues. Boom, boom, boom. And if you're not mentally strong, it will exhaust you. I'm like, fuck you. That's what it's designed to do. Not with this motherfucker. No. Because I know that's the intent. Once you know the intent, it loses power. Once you know the intent, it loses power. Because you don't feed into it. Fuck you. Okay. I have to do it this way, but then I can see the stream. I can't see your comments and stuff. So again, the sacrifice. Something has to give. If I want it to be, something has to give. You can't have it all the way you want it. You know, you have to make adjustments. And they are constant adjustments. It never ends. And that's how Saturn fucks up your energy and your time when he's in its fall in Aries. This is not going to work because it's not allowing me to record because it keeps telling me to rotate the device. So I have to find another way. Hold on. Again, now you guys get to experience what I go through. These are moment to moment, moment to moment, moment to moment adjustments. And there's nothing you can do about it. The adjustments. Now it's telling me, hold on 1 second, what's going on? It's telling me that there's something wrong with the charger. So when you find a solution to something, another problem arises. And it is constant. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Very good. Da, 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 da. Okay. Listen, you gotta live life with full intensity, or you're not living at all. And life, true living, requires that you experience everything. The good, the bad, and a little bit of the ugly. And then when it's time to die, as it will inevitably happen to all of us, we may feel sad because we're about to leave this world that we've known to be really like a big cocaine line, a big, and then it's over. Or the pain has been so intense that you want it to be over, and death becomes a release. It depends on how you look at it. Okay. Let me explain the first trumpet. They're talking about there was a hail and mingle with blood. This, if we're gonna postulate what it is Again, it has to be volcanic eruptions. Volcanic eruptions can, now if the volcanic eruption, because it blows up. If you speak to a volcanologist, because you have to speak to a volcanologist, he will tell you that when a volcano, especially a huge one, a big one, explodes, it sends rockets of fire and magma into space, burning with red crimson fire, and then burns again as it re-enters the atmosphere. So that can give the illusion of hail mingled with blood. The blood that is being made reference to is the magma of the explosion. And when a volcano explodes completely, it actually implodes. And it can break off and fall off. Or it can implode and cave in. What's interesting about this verse is that as I continue with the verse, it says, and the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain, and as if it was a great mountain, a volcano is like a mountain. Mount St. Helens, Mount Everest, these are volcanoes. They're huge. I remember, was it Mount St. Helens? I think it was Mount St. Helens, erupted in 1980. Google it. Mount St. Helens, which is one of our largest volcanoes on the earth. It's called a mountain, but it's a volcano. Don't get it twisted. Erupted in 1980. I was too young to remember. I was only 11 or 12 years old. But it was really bad. They said that the smoke was so strong that it changed the course of the day. The morning appeared like afternoon, and the afternoon appeared like nighttime. The magma and the smoke could be seen from space. Fierce. So it makes sense scientifically. Obviously, something of this magnitude is some kind of an eruption, some kind of a volcanic eruption. Now, volcanoes erupt and they tremor every so often. But a volcano to erupt like this and move like this, something has to be happening to the earth itself. The platform of space-time where it sits, the four angels, they're shaking, rattling, rolling. A major earthquake can awaken these detonators. Talk to a seismologist. Talk to a volcanologist. They will tell you this makes sense. Let's continue. And the second angel, right? Because the first angel blew the trumpet. That was the igniting the eruption, or the shaking, rattling, rolling the earth through its fabric of space-time. Now the second trumpet is the culmination of that which began. And the second trumpet, or the second angel, sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. And the third part of the sea became blood. Okay, the volcano, once it finishes emptying out its magma, it implodes and it can break off and then go into the sea. And then it looks like it's blood because the magma is still active. The magma is still burning. So it looks like a pool or a sea of blood, but they're talking about the red magma. Because the magma is so red and intense that it burns even under the ocean floor. the process of building continents, the zone of fire, you have fire burning underneath the ocean floor. Burning, real fire. The water doesn't quench it. That's how powerful the burning crimson magma is. So this makes sense that it looks like a pool of blood, a sea of blood. It's the magma of the volcanic eruption that now has entered the sea because the volcano imploded and now went and was cast into the sea. And now a third of the sea is magma. We are returning to the Polarian epoch when we began as a casting off of the early beginnings of the first part of the solar system. This is a cycle repeating itself. Does this make sense, guys? Is this making sense? Okay. Is this making sense? So I'm taking away the mysticism behind it and showing you the scientific facts. So when we start seeing natural disasters of this magnitude, know that the trumpets have been sounding. They're now ready to sound. Okay? So let me repeat the 8th verse. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire. Come on, that's a volcano, guys. Come on. Fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died. And the third part of the ships were destroyed. Come on. It's a volcanic eruption of such a magnitude, unlike any human being has ever experienced. That's gonna erupt like a fucking water hose or a big ejaculation. Panspermia. Hey, listen, I gotta connect it like that, right? Volcanoes are phallic symbols. And what did the Bible say? When Jesus said, I shall come as I came as a lamb, I shall return as a lion. Fire. Did God destroy the earth with water? This time he'll destroy it with fire. It's in the Bible. It's here, guys. 1 second. So understand that Mother Nature has detonators. And when the trumpets get ready to sound, doo-doo, and God or the gods have had enough, they will sound the trumpets and awaken the detonators of this planet. And the volcanoes, the sleeping giants, are one of those detonators. Okay. Okay, I read number 8, 9, and now number 10, verse 10, chapter 8. And the third angel sounded, oh God, as if that's not enough, a third of the sea is gone. The sea life, a third of it, gone. And that was the third angel sounding. So not the second angel. Now let's see what the third angel, oh God, is going to do. And these are, again, nature spirits that have been given permission to cause the destruction that the trumpets symbolize. Some comments? Okay. Thank you guys for staying up. Thank you guys for staying up. I hope it's worth it. Doesn't Iran into I'll have to answer those questions, and if you're still up and if you're awoke after these points. I finish with these points. And the third angel sounded. Again, we're proceeding to number 10, verse 10, chapter 8. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp. And it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of water. So that could be a meteor burning like a lamp, meaning that, it's burning through our atmosphere. Anything that's outside in space that enters our atmosphere is going to burn and give the illusion of a fire burning from the heavens. So this is describing a meteor, a great star. Do you know what the word star means? Let's go there first. Grand rising, y'all. Okay? A meteor is heading this way. And I've been talking to you guys about it. I've been telling you this. And you can get this and get it from... Even NASA said it. They said that there's a meteor heading this way and it will hit in 2029. It's called Apophis. Go to NASA. Go to the website. Research it. I'm telling you the truth. So they already know. And it's huge. 6 miles in diameter. It's heading our way. And it's already altering the fabric of space-time in our atmosphere, which is why we feel changes in our atmosphere. You're not imagining it. There's something different about our atmosphere. You know it. We know it. But we're scared to talk about it. Something's happening in space. Something is happening. And you know it. It says in the Bible, when the Son of Man cometh, the people will have visions. They'll have dreams. And a lot of you are having visions and dreams of things of a stellar nature about to occur and happening. That's when you know. I get them all the time. Some of you can feel it. I feel it. I'm like, even my archons telling me, oh yes, it's coming. It's coming. Yes, and I feel it. A lot of it's scary. But we know that something's coming. We feel it. We feel it. You can't bullshit about that. You can't bullshit about that. No. And it's gonna get to a point where there's no way that you can avoid it. People are having dreams, visions about the same thing. Something burning in our atmosphere coming our way. Come on. We know it. We don't want to talk about it. We're scared. We don't want to fucking witness our own destruction. That's fierce. But we know it. We feel it. I feel when I step out into the atmosphere, I can feel it. Something's different. Something's about to jump off. We're just waiting. We're just sitting, lying in wait. Okay. So here, when it says the third part of the rivers and the fountains of water, I think of the Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is a fountain of continuous water. In Africa, there are certain dams and waterfalls. So the meteor might hit one of these places because it's talking about rivers. And rivers are carved by water coming from aquifers from under the earth or saunas. And that's not in the ocean, that's on land. So here we're talking about a meteor hitting the actual landmass itself, but it's describing to you where. And it seems like it's going to happen in some kind of a waterfall where there's a fountains of water coming out. So if you decode that, that could be waterfalls. We have a few major waterfalls in our planet. Niagara Falls is one of them. But there are many around the earth. And they create rivers. So the meteor that they're talking about is going to hit a fountain of water, which means that it's going to hit one of the dams or a Niagara Falls type of cascade. And our planet has a lot of them. Does this make sense? The fountains of water is the waterfalls that which create rivers, which only occurs inland. So this great star, which is a ball of fire, the word star means ball of fire. And it can be mistaken for anything else, actually. But it is this great meteor that's going to burn like a burning star that's heading our way, and we'll see it. And we'll see it days before it hits. They wanted to show me visions of it. I didn't want to see the visions. Even my own reptilian told me to see the vision of that is absolutely terrifying. So I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that in no vision, in no dream. Because even in the dream state, it is absolutely terrifying to witness that, to see that, and then to sit and wait on the prospect of that happening. Ooh, that's deep. Mm-hmm. I thought of the United States. Joe, like, oh, there's that beat. Uh-oh, it hit suddenly. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you never know where it's going to come from. And just say, my Joe. But I tell you, this is deep. Yes, a nuclear explosion is pussy compared to this type of stellar event. But don't discount a nuclear event. Remember, CERN, they want to recreate the Big Bang on Earth. CERN, don't sleep on them. The particle accelerator in Switzerland. That's terrifying to me. I think that's going to backfire. Ooh, I got my own opinions about that. Ooh. Lord, give us strength. In fact, on that note, let me get a drink. Yeah. Oh, look at that. There's my martini. All right. There it is. Listen, you gotta be lit on something, and I'm not even lit because I can't drink like that anymore. But this stuff is heavy. It's heavy. It's fierce. And then I gotta go to sleep afterwards. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm gonna sleep at all today. I'll be traveling today. I'll be traveling today. All day. And I don't want to go back to New York. I don't. I don't want to go back to my neighborhood. I don't want to go to that low vibration, you know, with people that look human but are still functioning like animals. Ooh. Ooh, wait. You gotta feel it. You gotta let it move you. This is Neptune. Yeah, you feel it. You can boom. Okay. All right. Okay, so now let's go to verse 11 and continuing on to the fourth angel. And the name of the star is called wormwood. There's that word. And the name of the star is called wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood. And many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. So whatever. Now this is interesting because the name of the star, we know it's not a star like a planet or sun, right? That's not what they mean when they say a star here. Because this is an interpretation of John of what he's seeing. Okay? So there are two vintage points of view here. Okay? So understand that whatever is going to fall, well, think about it, guys. Something from outer space, something coming from outer space that's not part of our periodic table in science. It could be an element, a mineral that doesn't belong to our solar system, that is foreign to us. If that falls in the water with that kind of heat, it's going to change the chemistry of the water. And it will poison us, hurt us. I do like New York. I like New York. I love New York. I live in one of the most beautiful and one of the most powerful, influential cities on the planet. But where I live, the neighborhood where I live, I'm still surrounded by animals. A zoo of animals, of people who think that they're human, but are acting primal, low vibration. And I don't want to be associated with that vibration. I'm too above that. That's why I moved to Texas. I'm transitioning, but I don't want to stay there. I don't want to stay in a cesspool of garbage and swine. People reflecting that type of energy and vibration. And that has caused me too much pain and sorrow. So I don't want to be associated with that. I'll come, maybe hi, bye, be my apartment, and get the fuck out, and and go other places and experience other places and other people, But I don't want to stay in a place that is of low vibration, and certainly of an animal nature. I thought of Georgia. I thought of Virginia. Now, I grew up in Lower Manhattan. I grew up in Chelsea. I was a Chelsea boy. But New York today is not what it was when I was younger. Humanity is becoming more corrupt, more desensitized, more impersonal, and more vicious. So, and I'm above that. So I don't want to be surrounded by things that are below my essence. And New York is becoming that, unfortunately, particularly in the area where I live. Uh, Here, I feel more at peace. I really do. And there's more vegetation, there's more beauty, there's more flowers, there's more trees. You know, I'm an earth, I'm a nature boy. I like to experience peace. I'm in my 50s and I've never had peace. And I want to experience peace. And it means that the city that I once loved, New York City, has now outlived its usefulness. And now I have to be somewhere else. I love it here in Texas. I'm going back to New York because I have to. But I will find my way back to Texas in no time. Ooh. And I love Houston. What an up and coming city. So many people are moving to Houston. It's stupid. From New York, it's sick. And that's right. Houston is just a breath of fresh air. Oh, I recommend you to move here. Yes, it's pricey. It's expensive and very posh. But everybody does things big in Texas. The homes, they look like mansions. The social life in Houston is very posh, very classy and money, and very educated, very elevated. And I need that for a change. I need that for a change. I've been, in a zodiac of animals. But sometimes you have to be, as a healer, you have to be in those environments to raise the vibration of these people who think that they're human, but their mentality is still very primal and very animal. Oh. Oh. So, change is good. Change is good. I've heard a lot about San Antonio, Austin. I love the city of Dallas. It's a very beautiful, very attractive looking city. But the vibration there is it's still very Houston is more relaxed psychologically. Houston is more relaxed, more relaxed. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it's an hour and 42 minutes. I went way past the time. I'm surprised that didn't cut me down yet. Let's go for the third angel. Okay, verse number 12. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten. Ooh! And the third part of the sun was smitten. And the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars. So as the third part of them was darkened, and the day showed not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. So the daytime was 1/3 light, nighttime was 1/3 night. The moon was hit 1/3, the sun 1/3. Okay, let me explain this. First of all, something either hit the moon or hit the earth and destroyed it, and it's causing an ocular vision of 1/3. So now we're having a vantage point of 1/3 look, because something either struck the moon or struck the earth. Nothing struck the sun. Nothing that powerful can strike the sun. It's our vantage point. From our point of view, looking out, we see 1/3 of this, 1/3. That means that something hit our moon or hit the earth and destroyed 1/3 of it. And now we can only see 1/3 of the sun, daylight, 1/3 of night, 1/3 of the moon. Now that's serious. If you look at the map and you talk to scientists, it makes sense. Something has hit the Earth or has hit the moon and made it 1/3 look. You should talk to a meteorologist or a scientist and they'll tell you that shit is deep. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is a meteor. Oh yes, you're right. What's her name? Soul Searching. Jupiter gets hit a lot by meteors. Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, gets lots of hits from meteors. But Jupiter is there on purpose to protect the Earth from those kinds of collisions. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and its centrifugal force and rotational speed ricochets asteroids that are heading this way out of our way. So Jupiter is a protector. It protects the Earth from getting hit by meteors. It's big for a reason. It stretches the fabric of space-time, and if a meteor is heading our way, it pulls it out of our way and throws it out into another direction. It gives it another trajectory, and it goes another part. Jupiter protects our planet from getting hit by meteors. This is known in science. The morphology of the planets is explainable. They look the way they do for a reason, and they all serve to protect the Earth. Oh. But the beasts, the cherub, the four fixed signs, again, they are given permission to rob the Earth of its protection and its stability. Oh, but the beat comes right in time. So understand that this is what's going on. Okay? Okay. Just look and make sure. Now, let's read verse 12. Well, verse where it says, "And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars." Okay, I think I mentioned that already. 13, verse 13. "And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound." So this angel is like, oh, I'm feeling sorry and expressing my lamentation because the other trumpets have not sounded yet. And already the earth is getting fucked up by the first trumpets. And if you think that that's bad, wait until you hear the other three trumpets. Speak. Number 13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I think I mentioned that already. We're going to go on to chapter 9. 2 more trumpets are to sound. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star full. Oh, no, let me reread that. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven. And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. Ooh. Okay, yeah, this one is like, wow. Here we see the key to the bottomless pit is the black hole. There are many black holes in space. And our galaxy has a black hole in it. Thanks to the scientific brilliant work of Stephen Hawking, who discovered mathematically that the black holes exist and then discovered it. And brilliant scientists. I have all respect for Stephen Hawking, who proved that there were black holes in space. Now, not all black holes are the same. Some black holes can lead you to other portals, to other parts of space-time. And other black holes can lead you to a dead end or to a cemetery. The black hole that's in our solar system, in our galaxy, leads to a cemetery. Just like we have a cemetery on Earth, we have a cemetery up in space. As above, so below. So below, as above. And in the book of Enoch, he talks about the celestial cemetery, where you have planets, stars, and gods that die and reside in the celestial cemetery. The church made sure that was not documented, and they removed that from the Bible. I read it, and it was fear. It gave me chills. It fear. And then when I astral project and I travel into this space, oh yes, I don't know if I told you this, but there was a time. Well, you know what? I wouldn't be able to discuss that now. Guys, give me a 3-minute break. I'll be right back. A 3-minute break. Okay, everybody, thank you for waiting. But you know, I had to take a dump or take a shit. Look, I'm being raw, keeping it raw, keeping it real. The sun is rising. Alhamdulillah. Sun is rising. Yeah, the devil is a liar. Okay. Yeah, I had to take a shit. I had to take a shit. Okay. Nature calls, you gotta answer. Okay. Two more trumpets called. This is chapter 9. Then we're gonna. Then we gotta. Don't be worried, guys. These apocalyptic events, I don't believe it's gonna happen anytime soon. But there'll be preludes to it, though. There'll be preludes to it. Trust me. You don't want to be here when these things occur. Woo! Number 9, chapter 9. With the last two, then we're gonna end the stream. Then we'll begin again. Oh yeah, I'm saying all praise is due to God. Alhamdulillah. But you know, the Muslims and the Imams, they tell me that I'm doing it wrong, I'm saying it wrong. But my intention is that I love my God. I love you. And so God knows people's hearts. So I've been trying to say it the right way. But my archons and my angels tell me, he loves you anyway. He loves the way you say it because it's unique to you. No. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and it was okay, now here's a little problem in the syntax of the language, the translation. Let me reread it in my head and then translate it. This is a little complex here. Here it says, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. Now, that means that this archon or angel has been given the power to activate the black hole, to begin to pull the fabric of space-time and start to draw everything into the black hole. This is the beginning of the destruction of our solar system as we know it. Yeah. Okay, I am live. Oh, okay, I think it died. Okay, guys, it did something different. It cut me off. Good morning. You can experience the. It cut me off and it opened another stream. 2 minutes. This is what it does. We're gonna end here. We're gonna end here because I don't want to do the 2 minute. I'm going to erase from the catalog this live stream, which is 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Because it stripped up on me. It did that. When you ran too long, the YouTube shuts you down and then it starts you over. So we're gonna end the stream now.